Okay, this is lesson number 4. We're doing the next 8 bars of the second chorus. This time we're getting 3 bars of G minor, then a turnaround 2/5 C minor, F dominant to B flat major 7, and then we get our minor 2/5 turnaround A minor 7, flat 5 to D dominant 7 with flat 9 or a sharp 9 down to the G minor again. So I'll play it for you so again you can hear what he played, and then we'll break it down so we can have a look at what we're going to play. Okay, so first thing to notice is that we actually are going to take this 8 bars, or these 8 bars, we're going to actually move them into the next 8 bars. It actually overlaps. I'm going to bring you up to the point where we do this connecting note into the next lesson, which will be in a different video. But just so you know that we will be kind of like, it'll have to be a continued idea. It doesn't sort of finish quite as naturally as all the others. So first part, G minor 7 is the chord, and being this, whenever he plays over the G, he does try and bring out a Dorian sound. So the minor 7, he likes to bring out the E. That's over the top of that quite a lot, and this first lick's really nice because it's kind of pentatonic minor, but instead of using the G, he's going to go up to the 10th fret of the B, which is an A. Okay, and the Dorian element of it is going to come in up on the 12 of the E. Okay, so we're sliding from the 7 to the 8 of the D, and then we're playing 5 and 7 on the G, 6 on the B, sliding from the 9 to the 10 of the B, 8 of the E, and then up to the 12. Okay, and we're actually going to do a 2-note per string rundown after that. Okay. So the rundown, once we've hit that 12, we're actually just going to play on the E string 10 to 8. Then we're going to play 10, 8 on the B, 9 to 7 on the G. Again, that's the E coming back in to give it that Dorian kind of sound. And then we're getting the minor 3rd again that we started on. And we're resolving down to the 9. And we finally get G at the end. Okay. Okay. The thing we play in that one as well is to make sure that you're getting those slides are, they have their own different value. The first one is a quaver, but the second one is a grace note. Okay. Okay, so that's the G minor chord. Then we're getting a C minor 7 to an F dominant, and it's kind of got an altered sound. So the lick that he does, this is going to be a sort of cascading idea or pattern. He plays 2 altered notes over F, so we're actually resolving on F, which is the 6 of the B. But before we get there, he's playing the 7, then the 9, and then the 6. Okay, which gives you a flat 9 and a sharp 9, finally down to F. So, okay, the first one's a little slide from the 8 up to the 9, then 7, 9, down to the 6. And this pattern, we're just going to shift that onto the G string and move it up a fret. Okay, and these 2 notes are still part of the F. Okay, that's the flat 7, and that's the F octave again. But this note is actually, whoops, the B flat major 3rd. Okay, so 1 all the way down to that note. Okay, all of these notes are all F dominant with the altered notes. Okay, flat 9, sharp 9, flat 7, octave, and then down to the third of that B flat. Okay, and then he's actually just using a B flat, or notes from the B flat scale. So C, D, B flat. And this bit, though they're all in B flat, he's using that G because it's the flat 7 of the A minor 7 flat 5. So you get. And then we get this final resolution down to the fourth, which is the third of the D dominant 7 chord for the minor 2/5. So this is F dominant, B flat major 7, A minor 7 flat 5, D7, and then finally that leading note, which is D sharp down to D. The D hits on where the G starts, and that will take us into the run that carries on from there. So just to think of this, where we get up to with this pull off from 1 on the D to open, that's just going to be a to be continued kind of thing, which would attach to the next lesson. So fingers, when we're doing this rundown, if you think of the first bit of the F7, see I'm sliding with my pinky to allow a finger per fret idea. So sliding from the 8 to the 9, then I'm using second finger on the 7, pinky on the 9 again, and then the index fingers on the 6. I do the exact same fingers a fret above on the next string on the G, but I start with my middle finger, so that's the 8th fret, 10 on the G with the pinky, that's 8, 10, and then down to 7 with the first finger. And then I'm shifting down 2 frets to the 5th, finger 1, finger 3, so that's 5, 7, D string on the 8, and then third finger, 7, 8 on the D string, down to the first finger on the 5th of the D. And the last one, just playing 5, 7, first and third finger, and then shifting back with the first. First finger goes down to the first fret on the D and pulls off. And we'll continue on from there. Obviously the rhythm of this is quite tricky to get the pick to work with. Da 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 da, you know. So it's just basically putting in that pause. Okay, so you're kind of going from something that's very, very, very fluid on the G minor chord, and then we're going into something that's very, very sort of prickly in its rhythm. It's very, very sort of staccato. Okay, so that will get us up to halfway point through the third chorus this time. Actually, no, it's not. Sorry, that will get us to the start of the third chorus, which is where this run is going to begin. And we are going to use a lot more sweep, quite a few sweep picks to achieve what he played. Because being a thumb player, he did rely a lot on thumb sweeping, which we can do with the plectrum as well. But you'll notice we'll need them for some of these sort of sweeping ideas that are just too fast to alternate pick, at least for me. Yeah, I'll attach a PDF in the bottom again, and next lesson is going to get a bit intense. So hopefully you're still with me. I'll see you next time.